Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm mrbobvin or Malika, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you guys how I made this tank top without a pattern. I would also like to say that these are in fact not my pants, and I just realized my fly was open, but these are my sister's pants that I stole. So if you're wondering why it's sliding off my body, it's because it's not mine. Okay, so this was my first time ever making a knitting a tank top without a pattern. But anyway, this was my first time ever knitting a tank top, period. Like, before I've knitted sweaters and sweater vests and stuff, but I've never knitted like a simple tank top before, and I always wanted to, because I crocheted a tank top before and I always wanted to knit one, so I just decided to knit one. I never found a pattern that I actually wanted to try, because I wanted a simple tank top and not like the one that like dips with the V, or even like a bralette kind of one. So I had to figure out how to make one on my own without a pattern, and in this video I'm showing you guys exactly how I did that. So this video isn't a tutorial per se, I'm just showing you guys how I accomplished this tank top. I'm just showing you guys how I made it myself, so it's not like, okay, I made it and you guys can make it too. I'm sure some of you can possibly make the tank top from this video, but it's really just me showing you guys how easy it is to make something without a pattern, because you don't honestly need a pattern if you know like what to do. I think that's like what I'm trying to get at. But yeah, so I'm just showing you guys how to make this tank top in this video, and how I made, not how to, how I made it, and that's it. Like I said before, I'm sure some of you guys will be able to catch on and make this tank top on your own, so I think that's gonna be awesome if you guys are able to do that. I will be coming out with a pattern for it. It's not coming out now because I didn't feel like rushing the pattern just so I can get it out in time for this video, so I'm just gonna take my time with it, perfect it, and then have it out so you guys can make this tank top yourselves. But in the meantime, you guys can possibly follow this video to make the tank top on your own. I kind of made it like a few steps, like tutorial, like just showing you guys like how to knit. It's like it's half tutorial, half not. I don't know. I just wanted to show you guys exactly what I was doing so you guys are able to understand more. But that is the intro, and I decided to show the finished product first just to change up my video a little bit. I wanted you guys to see the finished thing and then get into the video, because literally when I started to make this tank top, I had to like scrap, and it was crazy because I thought I would be able to just jump right into it and get started, but that was not the case with this. I had to figure other things out, and you'll literally see in the next clip. But that is it. Let's get it. No, this is not a tutorial. This is just me showing you guys what I did, how I did it. You could possibly copy, blah 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 blah. I just don't want people in the comments to be like,
you were too fast. This is not a tutorial. It's not a tutorial.
Just saying, it's a guide through, not a tutorial. Okay, so let's get it. Okay guys, so I have a 32-inch cable, you know, the 32 one, with 4mm needles, so that's what I'm going to be using for the ribbing part. And I'm gonna have my measuring tape, scissors of course, needle stoppers, and I think that's pretty much all I use, and tapestry needle to like weave in ends, you know, stuff like that. But those are really mainly the tools I'll be using. So to start off, I'm going to be measuring my waist like this. So I'm going to take my measuring tape and measure my waist just from like right here. I don't want to do it like right here. I want to start like right here and then stop like right here, because I want the tank top to be like tight as possible, so I don't want to go too far because it's ribbing, so it's gonna stretch either way, so you'll be fine. So mine stopped at 13 inches, so that's how I'm going to cast on as many stitches that equals 13 inches. I don't know how to say that, like, it's weird, but I'm gonna cast on 13 inches of stitches. So by the time I have my yarn casted on, it'll be like, I'll flip the camera. So I'll have, 13 inches, it's like that. I gotta back up a little. 13 inches. So then I would just have 13 inches of cast on stitches, but I'll show you guys how to do that. So now I'm just going to cast on and then measure until it reaches 13 inches on my needles. So I'm going to show you guys how to cast on. I'm going to do the long tail cast on method. I actually have to show you guys the yarn I'm using. So it's crazy because I haven't filmed my intro yet, so I have no idea how the actual tank top looks. So it's like weird picking out the yarn, even though y'all have already seen how the tank top looks, but I don't know how it looks because I filmed that after I made it. Anyway, so I have a few choices to pick from. This is my Lily Sugar and Cream yarn that I've had for like a year now, and I saw that I had a lot, so I'm gonna use it. So I want like a trimming at the bottom, so I'm going to do white to start off. I know I want to do that, so I'm going to use white to start off with, and then I'll change the color like after I cast on and do one row of knit one, purl one. So my only problem is figuring out which yarn to use, because I want to use one with a lot of yarn. So I think these three have the most, these three have, I don't know. Anyway, these have a lot of like yardage in it. So, oh, this one does too. I don't know which one to use. Okay, so this one has less, so let's put that down. So it's between these. Okay, so I have purple. So now that I picked that out, I'm going to do my long tail cast on. And to do that, so I have a idea of how many stitches I want to cast on. So I know I want to cast on between like 60 to 70 stitches, so I'm just going to wrap this around my hand 7 times, and then that should be enough stitches for me to cast on. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And usually I'm afraid that's not enough, so I'll just do one more loop, and then I will pull this. So I'm going to do a slip knot. I think that's what it's called. I really don't know. I forgot. And then I'm just going to put my yarn on here. So I always make sure this end that doesn't have the yarn on it, it's always facing me. And to do long tail cast on, you literally just... Okay, so to do the long tail cast on, this part, this one is the yarn with this end. It doesn't have the ball on it. It's not attached to this. So with that facing me, I'm going to spread my thumb out like this, turn a little bit, go under here like this. So I'm gonna spread, go under, go over, turn, grab that, and come back. So turn, over like that, turn again, grab this end, turn your hand again, and go under. So I'll try and go close up. So it's gonna be like this, turn a little bit so you can get under here. And then you're gonna go over, turn. You're gonna grab this, hook that on, turn, and just go straight over like that. Okay guys, so I have 65 stitches casted on, so I'm going to measure that. And when I measure, I'm just going to spread my stitches out just a little bit, like this, you know, nothing like too crazy where you're like super stretching it, but just so, you know, you give the stitches a little bit of space in between. And it's fine if you have like stitches like this that are a little more spaced out than normal. Okay, hello. Oh yeah, it's fine if it's like a little bit spaced out than normal, like that. That's fine, as long as the rest of the stitches are like equally. And then it's just my cast on was just ugly right there. So anyway, so I'm going to measure that and see what it gets. So I'm going to measure from the beginning, and I have roughly around 13 stitches. And you just want to ballpark it. I'm just ballparking, so like if it's 14, it's fine, because remember the ribbing is going to cinch in, so this is perfect. I'm going to stop there. And again, this is just how I'm doing this without a pattern, so this is just what's working or worked for me. So I'm just going along with it and seeing where it takes me, and hopefully you guys can follow this too and make your own if this actually like works out in the end. So now that I have roughly around 13 inches casted on, so now I'm going, so this is like the rest of the yarn I have. So you know, I did extra because I'm paranoid I don't have enough. But even if you do like end up running out, you can always attach yarn at the end and add more stitches if you need to. So I just like cutting my yarn like right here for no reason. I don't know why I have it long. Actually, I'm not gonna do it that. Do it right here. So I cut it, so my tail is like that. And then this is the leftover yarn I had that I didn't really need. So now I'm going to do knit one, purl one until my panel reaches like right above my boobs, because I want the ribbing to go like that high, and then I'll start decreasing. So knit one, purl one. This is really ugly. What did I do? Okay, anyway, so I'm gonna show you guys how to knit one, purl one. This is like an unofficial tutorial. I'm just showing you guys what I did, really, so hopefully this helps. So I'm going to knit one, purl one. So I just knit the first stitch. Just making sure. Okay, so I'm gonna knit the first stitch like this. And you want to make sure your tail is long, because you don't want that stitch to just come out. So you want to keep that tail over here. So now I'm going to purl, so I'm going to yarn over. I think that's how you say it. And I'm just going to purl, go in front like this, grab it like that, or wrap it around and just push that out. That's a purl. Now I'm going to knit again. And then yarn over to purl. So I'm actually going to change my yarn. I'm not going to use this Lily Sugar and Cream because it's really, really stiff. So I think I'll actually just sell this so you guys can have it. I don't want to use this. It's too stiff for me. And I don't like that. I like working with smooth yarn. And even crocheting this is stiff. I just thought it would be better with knitting, but it's actually not. So I'm going to have to buy yarn, I think, to make this tank top, because I can't use this. It's too stiff for me. But everything I showed you guys is literally what I'm going to do over again. So I'm not going to like scratch that just because I got new yarn. That was the method I used, and that's the method I'm going to use when I get the other yarn. So all you're gonna do is knit one, purl one until it reaches right up here. Or I don't know why I'm saying this like you guys are doing it. I'm literally showing you guys what I did. I'm going to knit one, purl one until it reaches right above my boobs, and then I'll show you guys what I'm gonna do after that. but I gotta get better yarn. So BRB. Okay guys, the yarn came in. This is the blue one I'm gonna use. I have my white already. And then I got this purple and then this yellow. So I'm just gonna cast on a white right now so I can show you guys the knit purl and then continue the video. So let's get it. Okay guys, I cast it on and I realized that I'm actually gonna be doing 2x2 ribs. So it's knit 2, purl 2. So I'm gonna show you guys how I'm gonna do that, and then I'm just gonna continue that until it reaches right below my boobs. And I cast it on 65 again and actually measured 13 inches exactly with this yarn, which is perfect. So like I said, it's just a ballpark for me. If it was 13, 14, 14 and a half, it's fine. As long as it's not like 17, then, you know. Anyway, so I'm gonna flip it so you guys can see 2x2 rib. Let's get it. So I'm just going to knit 2 and then purl 2. So just gonna go through here to knit, and I'm just going to knit, then make sure your tail stays over here. Then I'm going to drag my yarn over and, oh no I'm not, psych, I'm going to knit again. Because it's knit 2, purl 2, and then I'm going to drag my yarn over and purl. And so I'm gonna purl 2. I know it's hard to see because of the way I knit, but yeah, so once I purl 2, I'm just going to yarn over again and knit 2. I literally just realized that however many stitches I cast on has to be divisible by 2 because it's knit 2, purl 2. So if I have 65, I'll have 64 stitches knitted, and then I'll have 1 extra stitch left because it's not divisible by 2. So I forgot. Now I have to redo it. But just however many amount of stitches you cast on, just make sure it's divisible by 2 because you're gonna knit 2, purl 2. So if you have 64, you guys get it. Oh, I'm so bad at that. Anyway, so I have to redo it. But you guys get the point. Knit 2, purl 2 until below your boobs. And then I'll show you guys what I'm gonna do after that. So let's get it. Okay, I casted it on now, and I also am able to tell like how many stitches I have casted on because I can still measure like this. You see? That is gonna shrink a lot because of the ribbing. So now it's time to do 2x2 rib. Finally, goodbye. Okay, I finished my first row of the knit 2, purl 2, and now I'm going to change to my blue for the rest of the tank top. I just wanted white trimming at the bottom, so that's why I started with white. But now I'm just gonna change the color, and that's what I'm gonna do. Let's go. And I guess I'll show you guys how I change the color, I guess. So I'm gonna flip it around for you guys to see. So to change colors, I'm just going to pretend I'm knitting. I'm gonna go through there, and instead of yarning over, I'm going to, I hook it over, and I make sure I have like a tail end. So I'm gonna hook it over like that. If I can hook it. Okay, so like this. And then I'm just actually going to knit that through, and I'm gonna have to pull this because that's way too, you know, loose. And then that's my first one. Then I just kind of keep everything together like that before I knit again. So I'm gonna knit that second one with the blue now because we switched it. And so I'm just going to knit And then that's my second one. But yeah, it's like that. And then I'm just going to yarn over and purl. And that is how you change colors. Okay guys, so I knitted 6 inches of this tank top and it fits like right above here, which is perfect. So now I'm going to switch my needles and change it to a 5mm, and then I'm just going to knit till it gets like right above here ish, and then I'll start decreasing like right here, so it can be like right here, right here. But I'll show you guys. So for now I'm gonna switch and knit 1 row, purl 1 row. You guys get it. That's how it looks. So nice. Okay guys, so my panel reaches like right here where I want to start decreasing, so that's where I'm going to start. And this tank top panel is like right, it sits right below my belly button, and that's where I want it to sit. So that's where I'm measuring from. So if I want to know like how long I want it, I measure it from where I want it to stop, and I want it to stop below my belly button, so I'm measuring like from my belly button up. And so from my belly button it reaches right here under like my armpit where I want it to start decreasing. So now I'm gonna decrease on both sides until like it reaches like right here, like where my sports bra stops, like that area right there. So this is the decreasing I'm getting ready to do basically, and I use my sports bra as a guide as well. And then I'm also going to like stop around this part too. So once I start decreasing, I don't know how I'm gonna do this, but I know I want it to kind of be like this and stop like somewhere close to like, you know, right here, because it's a tank top, you know. So I don't know, we'll see. But I'm getting ready to start decreasing now. But that's how it looks, and it's so stretchy. But yeah, I just wanted to update you guys on that. I think that's all I had to say. Okay, bye. Okay guys, so this is my panel. It looks like this, but it's gonna stretch, you know, you guys get it. But so it's right, so I wanted to, hold on, so I wanted to stop like right here, so that's where I've been measuring from. And now, and when I'm doing tank tops, I wear a sports bras or maybe a tank, and to like measure where I'm trying to go, it's a nice visual and guide for me. So I decreased right here, and it's like matching up with this, and I only have a little bit of room left. So I'm gonna cast off the middle part and start on the straps right now. And I think that's enough decreasing I did, because it's this much, like from here to right here. It kind of goes with the flow of the sports bra. ish. But so this is how it looks, and now I'm gonna have this much room left. I don't want to take my sweatshirt off, but I'm gonna have this much room left for the tank top part, blah blah blah. Anyway, so that's how it looks, and now I'm going to start that. But I'm going to explain like how I'm going to cast off and do my straps so you guys can see that. Let me get dressed now and get started on that. Okay, so I started off with 64 stitches, and now I have 50 on it, so I just decreased until I have 50 stitches. I don't have like a method I just decrease based on the sports bra, and I'm actually going to decrease a little bit more because I feel like I can. So I'm going to, let me get my stitch marker. Okay guys, so I have 50 stitches total, and I saved 10 stitches on both sides, so I'm actually going to decrease 7 of those, and then I'm going to leave these 3 stitches for the strap. That's why I have like it split. So 1, 2, 3, that's for the strap. I'm gonna decrease more just because I think I should decrease more. So I did that on this side. And so I'm just going to decrease, of course, like I normally do, then knit. Then I'm going to cast off the 30 middle stitches that I have. And then I'm going to start working on just this side of the panel. I'm going to decrease the 7 stitches, and then I'm just going to knit the 3 and stockinette stitch until the strap reaches the top part of my shoulder. And then I'm going to go back on this side and do the same on this side, knit the 7 stitches, and then work on the 3 strap stitches until it reaches the top part of my shoulder. And then I think that will work. If it doesn't, I'll make it look right, but I think that's how I should do it. I don't know. I tried looking at tutorials, but they didn't really have anything I could follow. Like, I tried seeing like a reference at least, but I'm literally on my own with this. So I think that might work. I'm not sure. We'll just see. And then I will get started on the back panel. The back panel is going to be the exact same as the front. Yeah, the exact same as the front. Okay guys, so I finished one strap, so I just decreased until I have 5 stitches left instead of 3 because I wouldn't have been able to knit 2 at the end. So I just decided to do have 5 stitches remaining, and it was perfect because I thought this look right here is what 3 would give me, but it turned out to be 5. And then I just kept knitting, like after I had 3 more stitches left, I just kept knitting, you know, stockinette, and until it reached just like this part of my shoulder right here, because the other strap is gonna come, the back panel strap is gonna come like right here to meet up, and then I'll sew like the ends together like that. Well, you know, the ends together like that. And so now I'm starting on this part. So this is how the tank top looks with 1 strap. I'm so happy with how it's turning out. But anyway, so I'm gonna work on this side really quickly, and then I'll be finished, and then I'll be starting on the back panel tomorrow, and it's literally the exact same thing as the front, so I'm barely even gonna film that because there's no need. It's literally this. So let's get it. Okay guys, I finished the tank top, the front panel, that's what it's called. Yeah, I finished the front panel and it looks like this. So I have like the wide part right here because I wanted it like to be kind of wide, and then the straps. My only thing about it is that it's so seamless on this side with the cast off border, because I just continued on this side, but then I had to go back to this side to finish it, so it doesn't have that, like, see how it stops, how this one just has that nice cast on border right here, but then this one is just, the cast on border stops like right here, and then it's just the rest of the strap. That would be my only like thing that would be wrong, that went wrong about this top, because it's not seamless. But I could always like do a single crochet border with like a crochet hook if I wanted to, but honestly it's not that deep to me, so I don't really care that much to make it look that neat, because for me, as long as the body itself looks good, I don't really care what's happening right here. But that would be my only thing, and I could figure out a way to fix that, but honestly it's not that big of a deal to me. But that's how this looks. I'm so happy with how it turned out. Like, this is my first time ever knitting a tank top. The only thing I ever knitted, I think I said that in the beginning, and I literally only started knitting in August of last year, so the fact that I can just come up with this off the top of my head proves how easy this is, and that any one of you guys can do this too. But that's how it is. And I also don't like skinny straps because I feel like it's just gonna snap off. That's why I made mine a little thick, because I don't like skinny strap tank tops. But ta-da! Now I'm gonna do the back panel, and I'm not gonna record that because that's just too much. So that's how it looks. I love this like ribbing look, because it's gonna be like cinched to my waist, and then it's just gonna be awesome. Okay, anyway, so I'm gonna do the back panel, and then I'm gonna show you guys me putting it together. Bye! Is the sound.
Hey Malika!
Yo, 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 Kalila! It's Kalila, everyone!
Hey, can you even see me? The light is so bright.
Look at Kalila's balls out. Okay guys, so I finished my panel yesterday. It took me a few hours to finish it, but the first panel, it took me like 3 days to finish it, but I was procrastinating and reading, and
you liar, it was longer.
It was like 3 days. Thank you. I lied to her. Anyway, so these are the panels, and you guys know how the front panel, how it had that like space in between, it didn't have that bind off border, right? Oh, hold on. Oh no. Okay, it didn't have that bind off border like right here. So my sister, this one right here, said I should like decrease in one of the borders, like the end one, and it actually worked, because now I have that border right there. Ignore the holes, that's just me. It's just, I have that border now, so that's perfect. So now I'm going to attach my panels together, and then I will literally be done with this. Well, usually people like sew their panels together, but I'm going to crochet it because it's the same in my opinion. So, and I'd rather crochet it anyway, because I mean like slip stitch it together, so that's what I'm gonna do. And to do that, I'm going to put my panels the right side together, so not like this side, because if you put it this side, good luck. But so I'm going to have one panel like this facing this way, and then the other panel facing the right side. I'm gonna put that right on top of it like that, and then I'm going to slip stitch up to the point I started decreasing at. So I think it's right here, and then so I'm gonna slip stitch all of that together, and the same on that side. But I'm gonna put stitch markers so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Let's get it. Okay guys, so I slip stitched everything together along the edge, and that's where my decrease starts. So I think that's where it starts. So that's where I'm going to stop. Yeah, so it looks like this.
Your decrease actually stops right here.
No.
I mean, starts right there.
See ya. Okay guys, I finished slip stitching everything together, and it looks like this. Oh my gosh, hold on, I have a end I need to weave in really quickly. Oh my gosh, my battery's about to die. Okay, it looks like this. Now I'm going to flip it around so you guys can see how that looks like that. See the side, just seamless. You know, see how it doesn't really matter if you sew or slip stitch. Okay, anyway, so it looks like this. My battery died, so I'm back. Anyway, so this is how it looks. Ta-da! Ta-da! And I'm going to get dressed now. 3 days later. And then I'll put this on, and then you guys will see how it looks. So I will see you then. Okay guys, so I honestly don't even know why in my last clip I said I'll put it on for you guys to see, when literally you guys saw it in the beginning. So now it's honestly just time for me to show you guys the pictures that I took with this tank top, and that's pretty much it. I just have to do my outro now. So I don't know what I was thinking, like, ooh, big surprise, let me show you guys how it looks. You literally saw it in the beginning. I just like literally just now realized that, but in the beginning I didn't show you guys that, boom, it does not fit that much because I kind of did the strap a little too long, so I had to rubber band it. That was literally like the only thing that went wrong with this tank top aside from like that border thing. But yeah, it's a little too big for me, so I just rubber band it, so for the pictures it'll look fine. So next time I make this tank top, I will definitely do less rows because I did 20 rows for the strap, so I'll definitely do less so it can just be like right there instead of, it's crazy. But anyway, that's what happens when you're basically on your own with certain things. So now that I know, I can perfect that, change it, and boom, it'll be perfect for the next time I do make a tank top. But that is all for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and since you guys enjoyed it so much, be sure to like and subscribe, and don't forget to turn on that notification bell so you'll be notified whenever I post another video. And I'll see you guys in my next one.